It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
That's fine. Yeah. All right.
On the ground, this is T.J. Yeldon. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on first down. Trying to get it to Ebron, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Leopard! Leopard! Back into that Philly! Here we go! Hot! Hot!
Now a carry. It's C.J. Anderson. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A gain of 3, second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Second down, Mayfield. And now he'll tuck it and run. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. So 3rd and 2, and I count 6 defensive backs out there. They'll run it. Here's Anderson. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And finally wrestled down at the 11. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
This will be their first trip to the red zone. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. And on the ground they go with the running back. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you are. 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. On 2nd down, Anderson. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down and about the length of the football. 3rd down now, C.J. Anderson. And the penetration too strong. He won't make it back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Line of scrimmage, the 2. They can still get a first down if they just get a yard out of this on 4th and very short. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. He went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th. And McManus able to put it through. And that'll make it 3-0 here in the first. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Eluding the pressure right. This is taken in. It's complete. That one goes for 36 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
Zoom.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And you know when you're at the end spot, you are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Rio going.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And now running right through it. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven 1st down.
Love the run right there, and when you analyzed him coming out of college, when you tried to put a grade on him, you saw the flashes while he was in school, but you didn't see the full production. You didn't see the finished product. He's a little bit raw, but you can see why people liked it. Those types of runs make you think there's plenty more there, and we'll see if that continues for him.
Let's go, come on.
On the carry, here's Marshawn Lynch. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short blitz. The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
John Harbaugh going to roll the dice. They're going for it on 4th down.
Hey, check 26.
And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. Credit the tackle to Navarro Bowman. A chance to get some momentum here in the second quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure, you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in, but I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the second quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I don't want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game. And that run there does nothing but juice up the guys who are moving the football. I mean, if you're an offensive lineman, people running it, actually the guy calling plays, you're almost jumping up and down in jubilation, aren't you?
And now you've got options on second down.
And big-time options. You might want to think about play action and try and get something cheap right here over the top.
Mayfield looks to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And they're going to face a 3rd down. From the gun, Mayfield. He completes it to Bryant. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. First catch for Bryant. He's got a first down.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What did the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
No. Check. Patriot.
First down. Here's the run with Anderson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Gun!
Mayfield off the play fake. Completes this one to Meredith. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down.
Back 99 Philly. Here we go. No. Check. Patriot.
Working out of the gun. Mayfield. And Bryant's got it over the middle. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. It was the linebacker Leonard Floyd on the stop.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to him back.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. Dancing to his left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. So 1:56 to play in this first half. On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on to punt. We're back to Baltimore after this. was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 22. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And the Ravens, they'll take over. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. Good. Rodgers now on 1st down. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Hey, Jim! Hey, switch! Hey, where y'all going? Oko, over here. Right and left.
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. They'll run it now out of the gun. No, bottled up fumble. It's out. It's loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And Crosby puts it through. And that will tie things up as we head toward halftime. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to fire one deep up and got his man complete. A big play there just before halftime, and even 40 yards.
Well, there's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. Now Mayfield. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Mayfield. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football. But how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those two that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. And this offense on third down today, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
Mayfield on play action. Now he's flushed out left. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Now a timeout coming here defensively. As on 4th down, may as well make him punt it. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And McManus able to put it through. So if you like field goals, this is your game. 6-3, 3 field goals at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, Crosby on now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here they come, the road team now getting the football first to start this 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show him one thing, hit him with something else.
He's going to fire one deep. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kayvon Webster. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Zoom, zoom.
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. Over the middle, the connection to Hearns. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
On first down, Rodgers got an open man. It's a noon one. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Hey. Zoom, zoom.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. J.J. Watt in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list.
Zoom, zoom. 626. Over.
They do go for it. It's Rodgers. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field.
Detroit!
Following the interception, Mayfield being chased out left. And some room to work. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
And that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
Mayfield now on second down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Ravens have got it. He let one slip away last week as well, so now 2 fumbles lost in as many weeks. But we were
at practice, and we watched him work. And what did his quarterback coach talk about all week?
Being a two-hand monster.
And we looked at each other. Two-hand. Oh, I get it. Taking care of it, putting it away so the ball doesn't get dropped.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Rodgers. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play. And it'll make this a second and long. Rodgers to throw on second down. Trying to get it to Ebron, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
No. Check. Patriot.
Now they try the right side here. And out of bounds right around the 20. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's second and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Back to the ground. This time it's Anderson. Anderson a first down and more. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. C.J. Anderson, his second touchdown on the season. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
That's 6, baby. We got it all day up in here. We got it all day.
On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. Oh, and it's no good. He tugged it wide left, and that will keep our score right where it is. Now McManus on to kick this one off. This is taken at his 4. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. His throw incomplete. He was looking to get it to Allen Hurns that time. And it's second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, second and 10.
Zoom. Connect
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. He sets the fire deep. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10.
Got 58. Hey, check 26. We are going.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Letting one go deep for a noon one. And this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
It to Lee. And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down. And he had a nice play there from his free safety position to hold him to nothing.
And, Brandon, remember when the free safety was always back away from the line of scrimmage?
That's changed.
They always that changed in a big way. The way we see it now, they're almost mirrors between the free safety and the strong safety. One will be up, one will be back, or sometimes both will be in the same spot. On that play, the free safety was there, no gain.
But he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
I know in every game we do, we talk about momentum. That was a momentum play lost. And now there could be a letdown because they didn't get the interception.
Yeah, you could almost. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. And Ndamukong Suh in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss. And that'll lead to a 4th down. And McManus able to put it through. And that's going to bump up their lead now to 15-3. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know.
And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Eddie Jackson picks it.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Watch him now, Barney!
Now a play fake here on first down. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. Ndamukong Suh in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. Back now in Baltimore to begin with the fourth. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Detroit! Gun!
Mayfield now from the 50. Over the middle, that's caught by Meredith. 23 yards on the play.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Leopard!
Now a handoff looking right. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
It's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. This offense so far on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10.
Detroit!
Mayfield now. And it's caught. Touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Now McManus on to kick this one off.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10.
319!
Now a handoff to Yeldon. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, we're into the second half, and this offense has not scored a lot of points, and that was another example of why. I think it's time to open things up and start really trying to move the ball.
And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. The The Ravens on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now Rodgers. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Now Rodgers got to have this one. He's going to let this one go deep. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, as the defense rallies quickly after the nice move. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Detroit! Gone!
A 1st down throw for Mayfield. And incomplete on the deep ball. Cameron Meredith, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. A 2nd down throw for Mayfield. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Mayfield on 1st down. The quick slant caught. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Now McManus for the extra point. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now McManus on to kick this one off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now here come the Ravens. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Rodgers going to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Now Rodgers on the bootleg. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make this a second down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
On second down, here's Rodgers. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. 12 more yards there and another first down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
He'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Hey, we got 3, we got 3 down.
Zoom.
On play action, Rodgers. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. And the defense says they have it. Yes, they've got it.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. And he'll be tackled right on the midfield logo. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56.
So instead of running, Mayfield's going to throw it here. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tucker roll that they can fall back on anymore.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Now Mayfield on 4th down. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Kayvon Webster on the defensive side able to get a hand in. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
And throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play.
You got 3 down.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
319.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Or are you one of those guys that's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, you know, open-air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of